Ang kasunduan ng Diyos kay Abram. Genesis chapter 15 verses 1 to 21. Pagkaraan ng lahat ng ito, si Abram ay nagkaroon ng isang pangitayan. Sinabi sa kanya ni Yahweh, Abram, huwag kang matakot. Ako ang iyong kalasag na mag-iingat sa iyo. Bibigyan kita ng napakalaking gantimpala. Ngunit sinabi ni Abram, Panginoong Yahweh, ano pong kabuluhan ng gantimpala mo sa akin? Kung wala naman akong anak, wala akong tagapagmana, kundi si Eleazar na taga Damasco. Hindi mo ako pinagkalooban ng anak, kaya ang alipin kong ito ang magmamana ng aking ari-arian. Subalit sinabi ni Yahweh, hindi isang alipin ang iyong magiging tagapagmana. Ang sarili mong anak ang magiging tagapagmana. Dinala siya ni Yahweh sa labas at sinabi sa kanya, tumingin ka sa langit. Masdan mo ang mga bituin. Mabibilang mo ba ang mga iyan? Ganyan karami ang magiging lahi mo. Si Abram ay sumampalataya kay Yahweh. At dahil dito'y siya'y itinuring ni Yahweh bilang isang taong matuwid. Sinabi pa ni Yahweh kay Abram, ako ang kumuha sa iyo sa bayan ng Ur ng Kaldea upang ibigay sa iyo ang lupaing ito. Itananong naman ni Abram, Panginoong Yahweh, papaano ko malalamang ito'y magiging akin? Sinabi sa kanya, dalan mo ko ng isang baka, isang babaeng kambing at isang tupa, bawat isa'y 3 taong gulang. Magdala ka rin ng isang kalapate at isang bato-bato. Dinala nga ni Abram ang lahat ng iyon at biniyak ang bawat isa, maliban sa mga ibon. Inihanay niyang magkakapatong ang pinaghating hayop. Bumaba ang mga buwitre upang kainin ang mga ito. Ngunit itinaboy sila ni Abram. Nang lumubog na ang araw, nakatulog ng mahimbing si Abram. At nilukuban siya ng isang nakakapangilabot na kadiliman. Sinabi ni Yahweh, ang iyong mga anak at apo ay magigibang bayan at magiging alipin doon sa loob ng 400 taon. Ngunit paparusahan ko ang bansang aalipin sa kanila. At pag alis nila noon ay marami silang kayamanang madadala. Pahahabain ko ang iyong buhay, mamamatay at ililibing kang payapa. Daraan muna ang 4 na salinlahi bago sila makabalik dito. Sapagkat hindi ko muna paparusahan ang mga Amoreo hanggang sa maging sukdulan ang kanilang kasamaan. Pagkalubog ng araw, laganap na ang dilim. Biglang may lumitaw na palayok na umuusok. At maningas na sulok na dumaan sa pagitan ng mga pinatay na hayop. At ang araw na iyon, gumawa si Yahweh ng kasunduan nila ni Abram. At ganito ang sinabi niya, ibibigay ko sa lahi mo ang lupaing ito. Mula sa hangganan ng Ehipto hanggang sa ilog Euphrates, kasama ang lupain ng mga Kaneo, Senezeo, Kadmoneo, Heteo, Perezeo, at Refaita. Gayon din ang lupain ng mga Amoreo, Cananeo, Gergeseo, at Jebuseo. The Lord's covenant with Abram. Genesis chapter 15, verses 1 to 21. English version. After this, the word of the Lord came to Abram in a vision. Do not be afraid, Abram. I am your shield, your very great reward. But Abram said, Sovereign Lord, what can you give me since I remain childless? And the one who will inherit my estate is Eleazar of Damascus. And Abraham said, You have given me no children, so a servant is my household, will be my heir. Then the word of the Lord came to him. This man will not be your heir, but a son who is your flesh and blood will be your heir. He took him outside and said, Look up at the sky and count the stars. If indeed you can count them, then said to him, You shall your offspring be. Abram believed the Lord, and he credited it to him as righteousness. He also said to him, I am the Lord, who brought you out of Ur and the Chaldeans, to give you this land to take possession of it. But Abram said, Sovereign Lord, how can I know that I will gain possession of it? So the Lord said to him, Bring me a heifer, a goat, and a ram, each 3 years of age, along with a dove and a young pigeon. Abram brought all of them to him, cut them into two, and arranged the halves opposite each other. And the birds, however, he did not cut in half. Then birds of prey came down on the carcasses, but Abram drove them away. As the sun was setting, Abram fell into deep sleep, and a thick and a dreadful darkness came over him. Then the Lord said to him, Know for certain that for 400 years your descendants will be strangers in a country not their own, and that they will be enslaved and mistreated them. But I will punish the nations. They will serve as slaves, and afterwards they will come out with great possessions. You, however, will go to your ancestors in peace and be buried at a good old age. And the fourth generation, your descendant will come out, for the sin of Amorites have not yet reached its full measure. When the sun had set and the darkness had fallen, a smoking fire pot or a blazing torch appeared and passed between the pieces. On that day, the Lord made a covenant with Abram and said, "To your descendants, I give this land from the Wadi of Egypt to the great river, the Euphrates, the land of the Kenites, Kenizzites, Kadmonites, Hittites, Perizzites, Rephaites, Amorites, Canaanites, Girgathites, and Jebusites." Si Hagar at si Ishmael. Genesis chapter 16 verses 1 to 16. Hindi magkaanak si Sarai na asawa ni Abram. Ngunit meron silang aliping babae na taga-Ehipto na ang pangalan ay Hagar. Sinabi niya, "Abram, dahil pinagkaitan ako ni Yahweh ng anak, ang alipin ko ang sisipingan ko. Baka sakaling magkaanak siya para sa akin." Pumayag si Abram sa sinabi ni Sarai. At ipinaubaya nga ni Sarai sa kanyang asawa, si Hagar, upang maging asawang lingkod. 10 taon na si Abraham na naninirahan sa Kanaan nang ito'y mangyari. Matapos sipingan ni Abram si Hagar, nagdalang tao ito. Subalit, nagmalaki si Hagar at hinamak nito si Sarai. At dahil dito, sinabi ni Sarai kay Abram, "Ikaw ang dahilan ng paghamak ni Hagar sa akin. Alam mong ako ang nagkaloob sa iyo ng alipin kong ito. Bakit niya ako hinahamak ngayong siya'y nagdadalang tao? Si Yahweh na ang humatol kung sino sa atin ang tama." At sumagot si Abram, "Alipin mo naman siya, kaya gawin mo sa kanya ang gusto mo." Pinagmalupitan nga ni Sarai si Hagar, kaya ito'y tumakas. Sinalubong siya ng anghel ni Yahweh sa tabi ng isang bukal sa ilang na malapit sa daang patungo sa Shur. "Hagar, alipin ni Sarai, saan ka nang galing at saan ka pupunta?" Tanong ng anghel. "Tumakas po ako sa aking Panginoon," ang sagot ni Hagar. Sinabi ng anghel, "Magbalik ka at muling magpasakop sa kanya. Mga anak mo ay aking pararamihin at sa karamihay di kayang bilangin. Di na magtatagal, ikaw ay magsisilang. Ismael ang kanyang iyong ipangalan, sapagkat dininig ni Yahweh ang iyong karaingan. ngunit ang anak mo'y magiging mailap. Hayop na asno ang makakatulad. Maraming kalaban, kaaway ng lahat, di makikisama sa mga kaanak. Kaya't sa nasabi ni Hagar sa sarili, talaga bang nakita ko rito ang Diyos na nakakakita sa akin at hanggang ngayon buhay pa rin ako? Kaya tinawag nga niya si Yahweh ng ganito, ikaw ang Diyos na nakakakita. Kaya't ang balon sa pagitan ng Kades at Beren ay tinawag nilang balon ng Diyos na buhay at nakakakita sa akin. Nagsilang nga si Hagar ng isang anak na lalaki kay Abram at ito'y pinangalanan niyang Ishmael. Nooy 86 na taong gulang na si Abram. Hagar and Ishmael. Genesis chapter 16, verses 1 to 16. Now Sarai, Abram's wife, had borne him no children. But she had an Egyptian slave named Hagar. So she said to Abram, the Lord has kept me from having children, so go sleep with your slave. Perhaps I can build a family through her. Abram agreed what Sarai said. So after Abraham had been living in Canaan 10 years, Sarai, his wife, took her Egyptian slave Hagar and gave her to her husband to be his wife. He slept with Hagar and she conceived. When she knew she was pregnant, she began to despise her mistress. Then Sarai said to Abram, you are responsible for wrong I am suffering. I put my slave in your arms, and now that she knows she is pregnant, she despises me. May the Lord judge between you and me. Your slave is in your hands, Abraham said. Do with whatever you think best. Then Sarai mistreated Hagar, so she fled from her. The angel of the Lord found Hagar near a spring in the desert. It was the spring that is beside the road to shore. And he said, Hagar, slave of Sarai, where have you came from? And where are you going? I'm running away from my mistress Sarai, she answered. Then the angel of the Lord told her, go back to your mistress Sarai and submit to her. The angel added, I will increase your descendants so much that they will be too numerous to count. The angel of the Lord also said to her, you are now pregnant, and you will give birth to a son. You shall name him Ishmael, for the Lord has heard of your misery. He will be a wild donkey of a man. His hand will be against everyone, and everyone's hands against him. And he will live in hostility towards all his brothers. She gave this name to the Lord who spoke to her. You are the God who sees me. For she said, I have now seen the one who sees me. That is why the well was called Bir Lahai Roi. It is still there between Kadesh and Bered. So Hagar bore Abram son, and Abram gave the name Ishmael to the son she had born. Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bore him Ishmael.